I think I always wanted to play music or be in a rock band. I think I always wanted to play drums. I'm not exactly sure why. And then I went on this camping trip type thing. And one of the instructors was a bass player, and we would talk about music, and at the time I was just really into like Chili Peppers and Faith No More and Primus and Suicidal Tendencies and things like that. And he was like, hey, you know, like all those bands have great drummers, but all those bands have really great bass players too. So I came home and kind of thought about it for a minute, and I was young, I was like 10, and I just kind of pestered my mom, like, I want to play bass, and so anyway, I picked up a bass, and I guess like, earliest influences would be Jason Newsted, Dave Ellefson, Robert Trujillo is still, that dude who made a big impact. Muzz Skillings from Living Colour, another kind of like turning point in my development. I went to the National Guitar Summer Workshop. Some of my friends from high school were going to this kind of rock, kind of like the original Paul Green School of Rock, but it was an intensive, week or 5 week or 2, I think you could go for up to 5 weeks at a time. Summer camp for musicians. I remember coming home from there, but really getting a lot out of the people there. And I think the first time I went, I came home with like a Cynic record, just dubbing stuff from everybody there. All these musicians just have so much music, all these local things that their friends are into. And I think at the same time I got, the Jocko stuff. So it's weird now thinking that like, Sean Malone from Cynic's kind of took so much out of the Jocko book. But at the time I was hearing them simultaneously for the first time. So I don't think I realized the kind of the family tree there, or the genealogy going on. My main influence, or my main impetus behind all of this is being a musician or just being a music lover, and always looking for that record, and you can't find it. And you start playing music, and then you're like, all right, well then I have to make it. Hopefully you get to make one of those records that fills that collection, that's like, the gap between this and this. Thankfully, I can say that my band so far has helped me, shim those little cracks. Here's a Les Claypool story then. My ex-girlfriend worked at a restaurant here in Philly. My girlfriend's working, and she calls me from work. Promoter from the Electric Factory is here, and he's here with Les Claypool, who's playing at the Factory tonight, and he said that you guys are playing the Factory in, a month or something, and, they made Les Claypool get on the phone with me. And Les Claypool and I are both on the phone like, hey, like, how are you? How's your dinner? Is my girlfriend treating you right? It was nothing about bass at all, really, except like, hey man, dig your tone, and I don't even know. It's just kind of awkward, and I have yet to meet Les Claypool in the flesh. But when I do, I might throw that one out there, like, hey, do you remember this? Because it was awkward for me too. But yeah, Les Claypool, if you're out there, I'm sorry.